60 Minutes Overtime.
Our story this week on 60 Minutes is about the U.S. Navy and how it stays prepared for the possibility of military conflict. In the western Pacific Ocean, we landed on the USS Nimitz.
1/3 of the Navy is always deployed and operating at all times.
And met Admiral Samuel Paparo, the commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Do you think it's inevitable that China will try and take Taiwan?
No. Not only is it not inevitable, it's my duty to ensure that it's not.
What is it about the U.S. Navy and the Pacific Fleet that will deter China from invading Taiwan?
The demonstration of dynamic combat power in close synchronization with the rest of the joint force. The ability to unpredictably deploy a large force. The inherent mobility of that force and the overwhelming combat power that we bring from the seafloor to the heavens.
Admiral Paparo knows the heavens well from his flying days. He logged more than 1,100 carrier landings and graduated from Top Gun in 1994. So we couldn't resist asking him about the films, which are produced by CBS's parent company, Paramount, and the accuracy of the Hollywood portrayal of the Navy School for Fighter Pilots. Who did you most relate to?
In fairness, I am in the duty position that Iceman portrayed in the movie.
Admiral?
How realistic are those flying scenes in the movie?
They're very good.
Fights on!
I saw a couple of maneuvers, and I turned to my kids and described what they were. And there were numerous maneuvers that are completely applicable in air combat maneuvering. I thought that the flying scenes on the first one were incredible, but there was even more realism in Top Gun Maverick.
Admiral Paparo oversees 200 ships and 150,000 sailors and civilians, including Lieutenant Commander Patrick Tucker.
It makes you the best fighter pilot in the entire world.
A Top Gun graduate and former instructor. How similar is the movie to actual Top Gun?
It's not that similar. The flying is fairly accurate to an extent. The camera shots in the aircraft were, those are real. But as far as the fake mission and kind of the story behind it, maybe not quite as accurate.
There's no penny at the bar ringing the bell?
There's no penny at the bar ringing the bell.
One thing the films get completely right, all naval aviators have call signs they use in the air. And what's your call sign?
Pappy. It happened to be my grandfather's nickname in the Second World War when he served in Guam and in Hawaii. And of course, the world-famous fighter pilot Pappy Boyington carries that call sign.
In some ways, it's a legacy name. Yeah.
It is.
Because, we interviewed some pilots whose names are Junk and Skittles.
Yeah, it ain't like the movies. You don't all get cool call signs.